Now in this video we'll study about how to calculate equivalent capacitance using nodal analysis. So now we have already done one such kind of problem where we found out the general equations when we first studied the nodal analysis. Now we'll use the same circuit but with some values. This time we will have numerical values and we'll use the same method that we studied in earlier videos to find the equivalent capacitance. So our circuit was like this. These were terminals A and B, and C1, C2 and C3 capacitors were given. Now we'll take values of this. Let us say this is 2 microfarad, this is 4 microfarad and this is 8 microfarad capacitors. Now when such circuits are given, we can solve it by using series parallel analysis also. We can see that these two are in parallel and their equivalent capacitance will be in series with this capacitor. So that one is a method also, but here we will use the nodal analysis. So when we use nodal analysis, we always use a 100-volt battery. For simplification of calculations, we always use a 100-volt battery to connect with terminals A and B. Now if we say that if charge flown by battery is delta Q, that is the battery is attracting a delta Q charge from this capacitor and supplying it here. So we can say that the battery is flowing the charge of delta Q. Then in such case, C equivalent, the equivalent capacitance can have a general formula of Q equals to C by V. So C equals to Q by V. So Q here is delta Q and V we have taken as 100. So this will be our equivalent capacitance. Now since we are using nodal analysis, we'll take a node here. This is our node at which let us say that the potential is X. Now at this node, 3 plates of these capacitors are connected. 1, 2 and 3. These 3 plates are connected. So this means that at this node, the total charge of these 3 plates should be equal to 0. Now if we use this concept to form the equation, then we can see that the charge on this capacitor Q will be equal to CV. So since C is 4 microfarad and V here is the potential difference between X and this terminal, and we know that we have take this terminal as 0 potential and this as 100 potential. So that means the potential difference for capacitors 4 microfarad and 8 microfarad is equal to X minus 0, that is X. So that means the potential over this capacitor is equal to X. Hence the charge will be equal to 4 into X. So the charge on this capacitor can be written as 4X. Similarly, charge on this capacitor can be written as 8X. And the charge on this capacitor can be written as the capacitance 2 multiplied by the potential difference over this capacitor. Now the potential difference over this capacitor is 100 minus X, or since we are taking it in the opposite side, so it will be X minus 100, because this will be 4X plus 8X will be equal to 200 minus X. So when we write down, we can write it as, to get the equation, that all the charges are equal to 0. So this is how we get X minus 100. So if we solve for X, we will get that X will be equal to 100 by 7 volt. Now since delta Q is the charge flown by the battery, that means delta Q will be the sum of charges on capacitor 4 and 8. Whatever charge we have, the battery has flown from here to here, that charge will be distributed between these 2 plates. So the charge on these 2 plates will be equal to delta Q. So that means delta Q will be equal to charge on plate of 4 microfarad capacitor, that is 4X, and charge on plate on 8 microfarad capacitor, that is 8X. So that means the delta Q will be equal to 12X. Now using these values in this equation, we can find out the C equivalent equals to delta Q upon 100 where delta Q is 12x, and putting the value of x here we will get, so our C equivalent will come out to be 12 by 7 microfarad. This will be the answer to find out to solve this circuit with a method of nodal analysis. Now some students will feel that this method is slightly lengthy. We could have done it by using series parallel combination, but keep in mind that this is a fairly simple circuit. In the competition exam, in other examinations, you will not get such simple circuits. The circuits will be much more complicated, and there you will find out that using the nodal analysis is much more easier, because in those complicated circuits you will not be able to identify which capacitors are in series and which are in parallel. They are made up of mixed connections, so using nodal analysis to solve that becomes much more easier than using series parallel analysis. So always learn this, keep this method in mind. It will be very useful in our future problems.